Hey everybody, TKS here. So new banner exclusive. Check the rules real quick. I did 10 already because I forgot to hit record. Didn't get anything important. Legendary heroes, 1.5% chance. Epic 18.5. Rare is 80%. These two that say premium, they are the exclusives. They're both very good. So if I get lucky, I can get one of my pools, and then I can pick the other one as a selectable. But there's no guarantee that's going to happen. And here we got most of the other legendaries available in each. The support exclusive is not in here, but I think most of the others are. Foster and Preps are supposed to be two of the better damage dealers. Then Urion and Kulende, but he's not in here either for Necro. He's real good. We'll see what else we got. If no legendary hero summon, if no legendary hero summon, basically in 69 pools, the 70th summon guarantees a legendary hero. For epic hero, it's a 10 pool summon. Guarantee counters are calculated independently for each event. So I can't do half of this banner and then carry over to the next. I got to do all 300 to get the fully guaranteed select. Alright, summoning event. Yeah. You can enter the corresponding summoning page via the event page to summon heroes using hero dice during this event period. Stage rewards can be claimed upon reaching specific summon counts. Different summon events track summoning counts separately. Accumulated summon counts will be cleared when the event ends and will not be carried over to the next one. So I just said have to get all of them to get to the 300. Unclaimed rewards will be sent via mail after the event ends. Please check in time. Alright, let's start summoning. Said the exclusives are really what we want, but they're not really expected. Nice. Got legendary. I'm not sure, that might have been the 20
When
pity.
will I prove myself
sure.
as a truly
Deep
And
L.
if people don't know, when you're summoning the first banner, you will
Intruders.
get a pity at 20 for the first legendary, but that's only a one-time thing.
Everyone is but a stringed puppet on the stage of fate. And I am that puppeteer in the back.
When present, all allied undead summoners gain attack up equal to 10% of Centrela's attack, not exceeding 100% of the target. So if you build her with attacks, she will buff all summoned units. Fires 3 arrows randomly, attack an enemy, each dealing 180 attack damage, necro damage, and inflicting Banshee's Curse, which increases damage taken from undead summoned units by 20%. And single target selects the allied undead creature with the highest attack, performs duplicate on it, and grants forbidden knowledge to both the clone and the original unit. Alright, forbidden knowledge increases damage dealt by 10%. While the clone exists, the hero can only recover up to 50% ultimate energy. When the original unit dies, the clone immediately dies and grants the original summon 50% ultimate energy. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. So if you have a character that has a real strong summon unit, like I think the new hero Ledalia does, and the other, there's an epic Necro who also does. She's got a pretty strong one, so she'll be good for pairing with those kind of guys. She's not good with the characters that have the little skeletons running around. That's awesome, another legendary.
Don't you even?
I'd love.
Within my frozen, I shall bring fear beyond death to my enemies.
Okay, Alphansar is a new hero, so obviously I haven't played him yet. I'm going to go through it quick. Death's Blessing reduces damage taken by 5% for each stack of Death's Blessing. Dispels 1 stack after taking damage, and I think it's max at 10 stacks. Square AoE attack deals 200% attack 1000% enlightenment cold, grants 1 stack of Death's Blessing for each enemy hit. Also grants all allies defense up 2, so that's nice. A little bit of survivability. Ultimate grants a 15% max HP, 3600% enlightenment shield to each of the allies. While having this shield, they parry damage each time when taking damage, reducing damage by 10% defense. So he's built around helping your whole team survive, not just himself, with the defense up 2 and the shield. And he increases all allies' HP by 30% in Vey Meander and Trial Breakthrough. So it's a nice tank. Basically, that's more of a team-oriented tank. He's not the selfish tank that's only helping himself. So 2 legendaries so far. That's pretty good. 3 legendaries is awesome. I need to buy a lottery ticket or something. 4 legendaries. That's great.
Life and chaos are brought into balance.
Alright, I'm gonna go through Torn a little quicker. Battle starts, marks, and enhances the first ally in front of the hero, granting 20% of the cleric's max HP and defense, so you build him tanky. Then the hero gains invisibility for 10 seconds. Now, battle skill heals ally with lowest HP by 12% max HP and 2400% enlightenment. And heals marked allies by 6% max HP and 1200% enlightenment. When healing marked allies, there is a 100% chance to dispel 1 debuff from them. Grants invisibility to all allies for 10 seconds. The cleric then casts a spell over time. It heals all allies by 3% of target's max HP, 600% enlightenment every 0.8 seconds for 4 seconds. A marked ally will not be granted invisibility, but will gain debuff immunity and additional 25% healing. So he's a pretty good healer for the Necro faction. The Necros don't have a... Well, they do have a few healers, but he's one of the best, so...
Never reveal your
awesome.
vulnerabilities. The future is...
The halls of...
So many
Look how lovely is the out... Sorry. My brother prefers me to keep my distance from outsiders.
Lysenia is good enabler for Frost. She doesn't do great damage herself, but you build her with accuracy. The basic attack has the ice ball bounce between enemies, dealing 1000 cold damage, with a 75% chance of inflicting frost. 10 seconds when it hits. The ice ball bounces up to 2 times. The skill prioritizes enemies are not inflicted with frost. Again, marks ally for 6 seconds. After 1.5 seconds, the marked ally deals 100% attack cold damage to surrounding enemies with a 100% chance to inflict frost for 5 seconds. Ultimate's a diamond, summons Ice Tornado. Designated location lasts for 6 seconds, dealing 150% attack cold damage to enemies within range every 1 second with a 100% chance to inflict frost for 5 seconds. So this is pretty good for stacking frost stacks, basically. And that is really her job. It's more about applying frost than it is dealing damage for herself. Alright, so I'm off to a real good start. Another legendary is nice.
Don't you even dare defy the...
The halls... The hall...
Shadows, how bright the shadows are born from light and merged into darkness.
Ledalia is another new hero. Every 3 seconds, Ledalia gains 1 stack of Satisfied, also gains 1 stack of Satisfied for each enemy defeated when Shadow Demon appears. Inherits Ledalia's, I think it's our current Satisfied stacks. And Satisfied increases damage dealt by 3% up to 20% stacks on Dispellable. So up to 60% increase is nice. Targets enemy with the lowest HP, briefly teleports to their position, then deals AoE 300% attack necrotic damage centered on them. This damage increases by 1% for each 1% HP the target has lost. So that's a little bit of an assassination type skill. Launches Shadow Demon in the specified direction, dealing 360% attack necrotic damage to enemies in its path. Shadow Demon then lands in the target area. I guess that's the yellow target area land, dealing another 306% attack necrotic damage. If Shadow Demon is already present, it recovers 15%. Recovers all HP and channels for 5 seconds, dealing 140% attack necrotic damage to surrounding enemies each second. So I think that's supposed to be one, like maybe she pairs well with Centralia because she has a single summon unit that's supposed to be pretty strong. I think that was my 5th legendary, so number 6. And a couple epics also.
Look how lovely is the
Okay, another
look how
Lysenia.
lovely the sea is, cloaked in starlight.
I think that's number 7. I'm having really good luck.
Slackers only deserve the taste of my.
I shall protect the.
Okay, I already have Ripkus. He's one of the original ones. A lot of people have him. Go through quick. Healing. The hero gains healing equal to 50% of the healing enemies receive. This can only be triggered triggered once every 1 second. Okay, square AoE. Knocks up enemies. Deals attack and defense damage and stun them and no 100% chance to stun them, so it's a good CC ability. Diamond Shape Ultimate, 3 spirit attacks, and they have a chance of getting 85% chance, I think you can scroll it up to 100, of inflicting 1 random debuff from attack, recharge, healing, prohibition, accuracy, and buff prohibition. So it's not the best if you definitely want to land one of the abilities, but something like PvP, this is nice. It causes problems and a lot of disruption for the enemy. That's number 8, I think.
The halls of knowledge.
When will I prove my...
You may. Is it called ice?
Dinyara is
can
very
preserve
strong.
beauty,
I have her already.
or crush ugliness.
So inflicted with control, the hero is immune to it and has 100% chance of inflicting frozen on the caster for 5 seconds. The skill takes effect only once every 6 seconds, so she can be controlled, but if you have a boss that just deals 1 control as part of his rotation, she will always be immune to it, so that's a nice place to use her. Grants shield equal to 450% attack, 10% max HP for 10 seconds, and defense up 2 for 5 seconds to the hero and the ally with the current lowest HP. That is a very strong shield. 900% attack cold damage to single target, dispelling their buffs and reducing their ultimate energy by 100%, with a 100% chance of inflicting frozen for 3 seconds and attack penalty 2 for 10 seconds. That's a very strong ultimate. Reducing the enemy's ultimate energy is very strong in most battles. You cannot use it in Vortex, but you can use it in most other places. For normal dungeons, it will just reduce the bosses'
Deep elves need no
ult meter to the last ability you use, not 100%, but it's still very good. Okay, Got another legendary. I don't know if that's 9, maybe. That is great luck.
Flimsy kindness.
Don't you even.
I shall protect. Tell me.
I shall bring
Another
revenge,
sorry.
revenge,
Nice.
till the end of all.
Let me double check. I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to claim all these to pull. 260. I'll need 300, and I got 40 left. So. 20, 30. Nice, I got a legendary. So if I did not get a legendary, I was going to have to decide if I wanted to keep pulling and go to pity. But since I got a legendary in this pool, I'm going to stop because it's only single digits into my next pity.
Flimsy kindness.
The halls of
Tell me.
Oh, birth.
Prince is a very strong
poor
summon
child.
damage dealer.
Let me end your suffering.
When an undead ally summon unit appears, they deal 60% attack, derivative necrotic damage 7 times over 5 seconds to enemies within 1 tile around themselves. So I think you build her with attack and enlightenment. I don't think she needs crit. Then a square AoE launches 2 soul attacks at random enemies, dealing 240% attack necrotic damage and creating a specter at the target location. Specters last 10 seconds, continuously attack surrounding enemies. Releases Soul Torrent, dealing 520% attack necrotic damage to all enemies. Additionally, all allied undead summoned units immediately trigger Tireless Devotion AoE damage, which was the passive. So she can be used with allies that either have the single enemy or single summon unit or multiple, but you do want to use her with melee summon units that actually get up to the enemy, so the range units probably won't benefit as much from her. Okay. And the fact that she's the last one is actually pretty awesome for me. Summon units, we're going to take a look at
Who
Luanus.
dares invade my realm?
Increase allies crit damage by 30% in Grand Gladiator Arena battles. When a target on the field dies, permanently gains 1 stack of Dragon Blood, takes 30% less damage from targets 3 tiles away or further. Targets the enemy with the lowest current HP, dealing 200% attack and proc damage in an area around them. Summons 1 corpse that lasts 15 seconds. Sacrifice all undead summon units to Elite and deals 300% attack and necrotic damage to all enemies. Current number of Dragon Blood stacks reach 20. Luanus transforms into her true dragon form in battle. Sacrifice meets the conditions for transformation. Elite undead summon units will also be included in the sacrifice. So, if you want other summon units to stay on the ground, she's not the best, but I think she's very strong to make up for it. When the true dragon form gains additional dragon blood, the stack limit can be increased to 70. Additional stacks can be gained through the following ways. Duplicate is cast on the true dragon form, no clone is summoned. Instead, the true dragon gains 10 stacks of dragon blood. And if anyone is wondering, dragon blood increases attack by 5% and defense by 5% up to 50 stacks. So I'll be 250% if I'm reading that correctly. Very strong. Each time Natural Instinct is gained, 1 stack of dragon blood is required. Alright. It's her.
Noisy
Guitar.
things don't deserve to stay alive.
Captains. Increase allies attack 30% Grand Gladiator Arena battles. Changes the weather to Ice Wind. 15 seconds of battle starts. While the Ice Wind is effect when enemies are elected frozen, deals additional 22% attack during cold damage over time with them. Enemies with HP below 50% will be executed. So that's nice if you have a very strong defensive line enemy. Boss units are immune to the execution, but will receive an additional 600% attack derivative cold damage. Alright, unleashes Frost Breath, dealing 40% attack damage in the straight line. 3 tiles wide, 75% chance to inflict frost. I don't think you want to build her with accuracy though. Full board AoE changes weather to Icewind for 15 seconds the attack. All enemies to deal 640% attack cold damage to enemies frozen, removes frozen, and deals additional 360% attack cold damage. Each enemy with frost increases this damage by 15%. So Lusenia is going to be good to try to stack frost stacks with her. So I'm going to Vitar.
You shall not defile the purity of this snowland.
Okay, and that is my first summon on the exclusive banner. I got very lucky with how many legendaries I got. Hopefully you guys can get lucky too. That's it for this video. Again, subscribing would help me if you want me to stay in the content creator program or get into it, but it's not necessary. But either way, I hope you guys get lucky and summon the units you want. Take care, everybody.